everyone. Yeah, I'm just here to do a collective reading today. Just general, no subject. We'll just suck it and see. I'll just sage a little. Holy Spirit, what do we got for the collective today? Holy Spirit, please protect us while we do this reading, myself and my viewers. Please protect us from all negative energy. Holy Spirit, any negative energy projected towards us, please dissolve it in the ether, or send it back from where it came, or I would prefer to say like to dissolve it into nothingness, like make it non-effective. Because I don't even like to send back any negative energy, because people are just stupid and do stupid things and don't mean what they, or don't even understand what they're doing half the time. So although people need to learn their lessons too, right? Holy Spirit, but just don't land it on us, right? As a collective, it's time for us to get some nice positive energy flow. But, like, go away with all this negative shit. We don't need that in this new day, this new cycle we're moving into. We don't want to bring any darkness with us. It can stay over there in the last cycle, and those who have to repeat their cycle, then they can stay over there in it. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We're going to have a nice message here for the collective. Okay, yeah, we'll make a little bit of fun. We've got the naughty oracle. We'll see if, this is always it always gives me a kind of light humour. This oracle deck makes me feel, I want to lighten things up so we aren't too, stuck in anything too serious. Lighten up and lighten up the atmosphere. Yeah. Holy Spirit, what do you want to tell the collective as we move into this new cycle? What do we want to know? What do we need to know as we move into this new cycle? Positive life. Get rid of the arsehole ancestors. Time for ancestral clearing. So yeah, we want our, we want to bring forth the ancestors that are of the highest degree. We don't want to be dwelling in the low degrees, and hopefully those ancestors will learn their lessons as well and can raise their vibration. Because when we pass over, we're still there, and we're still in control of our energy vibration. When people pass over, they're still learning lessons when they're gone. And we want to let go of that the negativity that was in the past, all the old ways of being are being renewed now. What else? Right. It's saying, this is funny, this is correct. It's saying your soul has fucked off, so retrieve it. So whoever's watching today really needs to, and they are having a look to see where their soul is. People taking accountability of their actions. You know, what is their soul's desires? Are they actually living, you know, in their authentic self? Are you living in, are you moving into this next cycle as your authentic self, or are you still living in a past paradigm that doesn't serve us anymore? You know, it doesn't get you anywhere. You know what I mean? Like when you realise that a way of living or thinking, old negative ways, it's not serving you in this new energy. So retrieve the soul, retrieve who you really are, go into, and this goes back to the ancestors as well, you know, like, it's like going and looking at the past of the, you know, the darkness and the things that happened in the past lifetimes, and grounding the self and pulling back your real self, which is your soul, your real way of being. One of the things that I often have thought is, you know, like when you go back and you think about when you're a child and when you need to go back into that child and work out, before you got all these other influences, that have happened in your life that has molded you and created into where you are now. You need to go back to that child and go, well, where was that point where I lost myself? And it's usually way back, you know, like small child, where you know, something, you know, may have happened to shift your energy, or you know, like you know, some sort of influence or event that happens in your life that changes your perspective. So if you can go back and see what your perspective was before that, you might be able to work out what your actual real true soul desires are. You know, your likes, the things that you like, the things that you dislike, the things that you agree with or don't agree with. What is the true, authentic thought pattern of yourself? You know? Remember, it's remembering who you are. And, you know, you've got to go back to being a child to find that person. So that's all about, and that's why it's clearing the ancestral, the arsehole ancestors that have, you know, changed that, made those influences, you know, like, change your perspective. Those that have worked to actually change you, you know. And here we are shit and rainbows kind of day, so releasing guilt of, so when you've, you know, like you've been affected in your life, that has changed your actual real way of thought pattern, you know, what's expected of you, you know, and you start acting in what is others' expectations of you. And you may have, you know, like behaved or done things differently than what you actually feel, you know, like because of others' expectations, bullying, or, you know, like what's expected of you in society, rather than actually, and you know, like you may have reacted in a way or treated things in a certain way that you wouldn't know, like in your soul feeling, you go against that soul feeling, and then you can behave in a certain way that then brings on feelings of guilt, guilt and fear and shame, and that kind of thing. So after realizing who you actually are and actually what you actually feel about things that may have got lost in the process of life, most of us lose ourselves, you know, within that, and the programming that we get through our families or TV or, you know, just society in general, schooling, all these things, you know, like influence us to treat things or behave in certain ways that it goes against our soul, you know. So this card here is like releasing guilt. So shit and rainbows. So shit it all out, right? Like release the guilt of that. So the realization and of that fact that the things that you may be feeling guilty of is actually come from your arsehole ancestors. It's come from the past. And it needs to be released. To be able to retrieve the soul, this guilt has to be released. Okay? So, and then we've got suck it up, princess, and accept your karma. So the things that we went up against ourselves with, because of others' influences in our lives, that may have made us behave in certain ways that we wouldn't, which goes against ourselves. Now we're in a time of receiving karma for this. So the actions that we may have taken that went against our true heart feeling, we need to accept it and go, okay, I've got to go through this. This is like, like repentance and actually acknowledging one's part in role, one's role that they played in behaving in certain ways that probably not of a godly nature, things that you have repercussions for, whatever we put out is what we receive. So if we put out negative energy, or like what we reflect out there, like in this picture, this princess has got all these shadows. So she's got to work through all these shadows, all these things that she may have done, that she has to work through to retrieve her real soul desire, themselves, to retrieve yourself, right? You have to go through all these shadows and look at everything and go, oh shit, yeah, I done that, so yes, I'll receive my karma for that, and recognize it, perhaps apologize to people that you may have actually stepped on, or and each step, each shadow that we go through, we need to deal with it and accept that possibly you're going to get some sort of repercussions for whatever those negative behaviours may be. Some people, it can be as bad as actually going to jail for something, Some people, it might be just something minor, like having to apologise for being nasty to somebody or something like that, depending on what's happened in your world as to what karma you might be receiving, what it is you've done. But now's the time, right? So accepting the karma and working through it. You know, we all come out the other side as long as we're recognising those things. Otherwise they build up more and you get more of that. And then you get more negative energy come back to you, you know? So those things need to be dealt with. Like, she needs to actually take this slipper off that's broken and clean the foot up, recognise that it's there, otherwise it's going to get infected and sore and swollen rather than walking around with this broken glass shoe on. Alright, so that shoe needs to actually come off and this foot needs to be cleaned up and perhaps get a new shoe, one that actually fits and is not broken. So the shoe's broken. So the footsteps that they're walking in, maybe, here we go, now, so the footsteps that somebody is following is possibly not a wholesome shoe to be taking on. So, and that's going back to the arsehole ancestors there. If you're following your ancestry or families or whoever you look up to in your world and they are not doing things in a correct manner, they're behaving in a karmic manner, like they're doing things that aren't you know, like wholesome, I guess, you know, stealing, thieving, lying, murdering, you know, all things that are negative, and you're following the footsteps of somebody else, you're going to get these cut feet. So those footsteps, those shoes need to come off, like, and that's what this is. This is getting rid of the arsehole ancestor. The karmic ties that we have taken on, that we've learned from our siblings, our families, our relatives, the TV, the society, you know, all those things that have happened to everybody over centuries and lifetimes. It's time for us to stop following these footsteps because it's only damaging us more. So we need to pull that shoe off, clean it up, recognise what it was and heal from that. And in that it is time to calm the chaos, you know, get rid of this clusterfuck of fairies here. Now we can see how these people are living, right? Chained to each other, you know, all this fucking sex magic and shit, right? You know, sharing each other's energies like over and over again with multiple people and taking on their energies. So this is what I mean by taking on the energies. You're taking on other people's cut foot, following the footsteps of the clusterfuck fairies, chained to this lifestyle. So you need to walk away, right? Walk away with this wholesome energy. Needs to go, no, fuck that, I'm out of here. I'm not training myself to this shit. Alright? And that's the same as this person taking this broken shoe off and cleaning the foot up and healing from that. You know? And that's going to calm the chaos, because all this lifestyle of covens, groups of people that tied themselves to each other, are living in chaos. sharing each other's energies, taking on each other's karma. As soon as you have sex with someone, you're taking on their karma. You're taking on all the energies that other people that they may be fucking with as well. So it's time to clear that and clear and heal. Shit it out, release the guilt. Shit it out, and revitalize in clean. All those bad habits. Give them up. Giving up the bad habits. I mean, moving into this cycle, we should have already done that, but there's people here still that need to release, that haven't. So if you need to release, go and do it. Alright? What's at the bottom? Narcissistic nymph. Take back your own power at the bottom of the deck. Take back your own power. There's a narcissist. Yeah, like stand up to the narcissist and, say no. Okay. Okay, I think the cosmic cunt might go with this one. I know that sounds really rude. But this is my lightning up card, so let's not take things too heavily. Moving into this new energy. See, the new energy, it's like accepting all the fuck ups that we've done, and the rotten behaviours we may have done, and apologise to the people around you, and let's all come back together and go, yeah, look, I know I really messed up there, so can we just start again on a new ground, new clear ground, rebirth, right? Okay, let's have a look at our ancestors. Who are they? Let's have a look here. Oh. Yeah, look, it's the three pentacles is like your coven. That's the group. That's the covens. That's the families. It's any kind of group coming together. This is them. Whoever they are. Yeah, the cycle's over with the world here. This is over for these covens. It's time to stand alone and have a look at yourself. Like a lot of people get into covens because they feel protected. They feel protected in groups. But it's time now for people to step out of the group and take responsibility for themselves rather than trying to hide behind a group of people, organisation, family or whatever, some people think it's safety in numbers, but it is actually the other way around. Because these clusterfuck of fairies, they just get you into trouble, right? Following the broken slipper, the footstep of the broken slipper. Fuck them all. Retrieving your soul, let's retrieve the soul. Yeah, so we're starting off with a page of cups in retrieving the soul. So that is actually like finding that little spark within and examining it and having a little look at who you actually really are. Page of cups, please, Spirit, and having a look at the dark side. So this is like, I don't know how many times we go over this subject, but this is the dark night of the soul. So we're having a look at what's been done in the dark and actually acknowledging that. And by feeling that little bit of spark within the soul, we want to retrieve that. Okay? Moon, let's spin on the moon here. Yep. So, dark magic. and the 7 of Wands. So this is walking away. It's got the 8 of Cups at the bottom. But we've got the Magician in reverse, and then we've got the 7 of Probes, which is like the 7 of Wands. That's defending oneself, having the guard up against the Magicians. The spell work. So the spell work is comes from, you know, like the covens. That's the gossip and the gossip and the backstabbing and the, you know, the speaking into existence, speaking ill will. It's jealousy. You know, like all those sorts of things are spell work. So if, you know, you got a group of people sitting back talking stupid shit, right? That's spell work. And you know, like if they're all like, you know, like engaging with each other like intimately, that's like sex magic. So you know, they're crossing all the energies up, and that's why you get the chaos. It's because there's too many energies, you know, like coming into one, you know. So we need to defend ourselves from that. So this is the 7 of Wands, which is defending ourselves from all the negative projections that may be projected towards us. Having the defense up. So it's a bit like this girl here, right? There's all these people. They're like the Magicians in reverse. So it's, you know, a magician up this way. That's like more like an alchemist. That's somebody who you know, manifests. But when you've got them in reverse, that's somebody, you know, like I was talking about before. You know, like that's a group that, or somebody that does black magic, and black magic involves like, you know, it can involve like actual magic, you know, where people are lighting candles and doing all sorts of weird shit and doing sacrifices or offerings and all that kind of thing to whatever they're doing it to. You know, it can be that, but spell work it can also just be people talking about other people in a negative way, you know, bitching and stabbing people in the back and gossiping and, you know, or really going right out of their way to hurt somebody with words. Spell work is words, spell, word, you know, and that it can be just that is the same. Worse if they're going out of their way to actually light candles and burn names and words on altars and shit like that, you know, like do weird things. That's gonna come up as karma, and that's gonna be, you know, like one part of these shadows that need to be redeemed, and you know, like accepting the karma for doing that. You know, you need to actually go and recognise what you may have participated in with these clusterfucker fairies, you know. If you have been one to do that and work against an individual, like this individual here, then you're going to receive karma. And so it's time to recognise that and retrieve your soul, you know, because your soul has fucked off in this instance, because you're not recognising what that's actually doing to yourself. It'll make you sick, you know. You if you go around with these negative intentions towards other people, it will make you sick. And so this is what we need to defend against, is that. So whatever you're doing in the dark, it's not in the dark, it's always seen, it always comes to light. You know, it always comes back on you. I mean, we all have had to learn our lessons, but we need to learn the lessons. Let's not keep doing it, right? Now walk away. This little snail here, or slug, or whatever the hell it is, alien thing is walking away from all those cups, or what is not good for you. And that it could be like an addiction there for that person, because see, all in cups, it could be, you know, some sort of substance abuse they're working away from, all them cups. Yeah. Okay, so let's shit out the rainbows and release the guilt. Shitting rainbows, release the guilt. So, yeah. So we don't want to carry around the guilt from whatever those things are that have come to light out of the darkness. You know, we want to release them. There's messages coming. 8 messages, 8 probes, 8 messages. 8 messages of guilt, perhaps. That's what I'm getting. A Knight of Wands has... a Knight of Wands has... A Knight of Wands, a Knight of Probes, in this sense. This big penis there. Has 8 wands, 8 probes, 8 guilts, right, that need to be released out. This shit out, the guilt. So somebody's got like 8 things, entities, 8 entities attached to this one Knight of Wands. Yeah, I'm seeing this person's had a lot of partners, is having a lot of partners. 9 Wands. So they need to be released. They need to go into hermit, see, being on their own. So there's too much interference, there's too much penises here. This is the clusterfucker fairies. That's what these 8 wands are. So there's 8 fairies. 8 fucked up fairies. And need to, and so this Knight of Wands needs to get out of the Knight of Wands and go into hermit and be celibate. Be on their own for a bit. And have a cup of tea. See, there's a cup of tea there. And there's only, you know, it's on their own on this bed, by themselves. They need to go within to, you know, retrieve their soul, clear their energy, go without all this attention. You know, they don't need this attention. Is just like clogging up the chakras, right? So those energies are clogging up the chakras. They need to shit them out. That's what that is. And release the guilt for that, you know, like we all go through these lessons. So those things that person may be guilty of need to release, go into hermit, go on their own and release the attachments. Go and have a big poo and a nice cup of tea. And suck it up, princess, because you've got to go through your karma. So, yes, in going into hermit and going into a healing process, we have the 8 of Pentacles. That's working on oneself, working on the karma, working through those shadows. So that's working through the shadows, the 8 of Pentacles. Working on healing this foot, okay? And that's, yeah, that's actually accepting your karma and then going into hermit and fixing and healing oneself. 8 of Pentacles. the Knight of Cups. Yeah, like this is it can be receiving a somebody could be receiving an apology, or it's this person wanting to give an apology, because that if this person has done some things that they aren't happy with and that they're guilty with, because we've got this releasing the guilt, and part of releasing that guilt is actually apologising to people or giving them some sort of offer of love, and I don't mean like sex, I mean like expression of love is like an apology, or like an expression of care, right? So there's an expression of care here to somebody who's actually accepting their karma, working through their shadow sides. Those feelings of care will return once, as this person works through the process of cleaning up their shadow side and their karmas, but they've got to work through them. And this person here is like, this person's got like 4 shadows there that they need to work through, so there might be 4 apologies there. This Knight of Probes here has got 8 that they needed to release, that they are guilty of. But that's all good, releasing the burdens of karma. Okay, so give us a bit more on the Knight of Cups specimens here. Yeah, like this is the Thief in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse. So that's reversing the process, reversing what's been done. And yeah, wow. So this is the Thief in reverse. So, and this thief is now working through and possibly apologising or working through the karma anyway, what they may have done in the past. He's in reverse. It's good. Okay, clusterfuck of fairies. Time to calm the chaos. What have we got, Spirit? What do we need to know? Time to calm the chaos. Yeah. The 3 cups, calming the chaos, and that's because there's the 3 clusterfuck of fairies. Calm the chaos, it's just like all the gossip and the gangs talking, and it's finished with. This is the groups, this is the organizations, the covens and families and groups of people that are ganged up on individuals, right? 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 3 of specimens, I should say. 10 of Wands, yeah, it's the burden. So it's time to get rid of these burdens that are linked to these groups and organizations. Groups, organizations, families, just about everybody needs to go into the hermit mode and start cleaning themselves up. 10 of Wands, clean up time. Yeah, family, right? This is the 6 of Cups. This is family, or it's the past, cleaning up the past. Cleaning up the past history, whether it's family, covens, groups, organizations, churches, the whole bit. Whatever organizations, whatever groups we're talking about need to clean up. Cut out the chaos, the bullshit. We need honest, open collaborations. You know what I mean? Like, this is cleaning up the crap. Cleaning up the past, because the Six of Cups is also the past. It can be nostalgic. This is a burden, right? But we've got to be open about it. Everyone needs to be open about the bullshit. Six of Cups. Page of Guns. That's like the Page of Swords. It's in reverse. See, they're not being open about this. This is like not knowing. Not, you know, like it's... going... They need to go within, like the Page of Swords or the Page of Guns is like the student, you know, like learning, knowledge, spying, you know, gaining knowledge, right? But this is in reverse. So this is like being ignorant, and that's why we have a burden here. Because people aren't wanting to look at what's going on, they're just like not looking at it, the past. They want to just put their head in the ground. It's causing a burden. It needs to come out in the open, whatever it may be. Okay? Page of Guns. Yeah, this is the Nine of Guns in reverse. So somebody doesn't give a fuck, right? This is like, I don't give a fuck. Or if it's in the nine, if it's the Nine of Guns in the upright, that is regret and you know, feeling bad about what you've done or what might have happened. But this is actually in reverse. So this group here, this Three of Cups of the past, seem like they don't give a fuck. But they're going to get big karma for that if they continue like that, not acknowledging or caring to acknowledge the burdens that they may have inflicted on others. If they don't acknowledge that, let's have a look. Don't know. See, we've got somebody here who's working through it, right? And over here we've got this group that aren't. It's a group. They're not looking at it. Nine of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Discs. This is like an offer. It's like somebody wants to pay their way out, or it's an offer coming slowly, or perhaps it's somebody wants to make an offer. Maybe trying to reconcile with a small offer. It could be they want to buy their way out of their burdens. I don't know. Knight of Pentacles. And it's a King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this person's not. This person in reverse. It could be a Leo. Could be yeah, like a fire sign of some sort. Sagittarius. Leo. See how the fire sign? How come I can't think of it? Let's have trouble with that one. Anyway, this person is not, this is a tyrant. This person is a tyrant. And they are leading this group here, this clusterfuck of fairies, creating more burdens for this family or group or whatever, to add to the chaos. It's time for this to change. They think they're going to be able to buy their way out of this. Pay. Give us small offer of some sort. King of Wands, Queen of Cups in reverse. They're waiting for their ships to come in. Well, I think they're going to get paid for them. This is the wrong path. Three probes. This person needs to heal. There's 10 of Swords in reverse. Past. Knives. Yeah, what they've done, right? What's happened in the past, the path that they've taken in the past, needs to be recognised and healed, but they're not doing that. Because this is what's going to happen. Like, this is the end. This is the Four of Swords, Four of Guns, lying something to rest. Yeah, see, they need to be, this is independent and single. This is the collective. This person's looking at this person. This is the leader of the gang stalkers, right? But I think they're thinking, because the 10 of Guns is in reverse, and this path, like this little person here looks like they're thinking and watching the 9 of Pentacles. It's like they're looking and going, how did that person do that? Well, you know, it's like they're going, how did that person do that by themselves? And I've got all these people here behind me, all carrying on together, gang stalking this person, and I still haven't got anywhere. Oh, yeah, they don't realise that they need to go into hermit. They need to go and do it on their own. And retrieve the soul. Retrieve themselves and stop relying on these groups. It's just creating more and more burdens. It's the wrong path. What's the actions this person going to take here? This King of Wands in reverse action. It's like bad news here. It's like the Page of Wands in reverse. Bad news. Taking something back. Taking the message back. It's like retrieving an order. Taking something back. Somebody's eaten their words. Yeah. Yeah. What are these words, Holy Spirit? What are the words? King of Pentacles. Taking back their money. Taking back their words. Taking back their pentacles. Didn't I say that? Yeah, I said there before, right? Because there's a king of, a knight of pentacles going to make an offer. So he's taken that offer back. Retrieving the words. Retrieving. Someone was paying somebody to do something. This King of Pentacles. This is King of Pentacles. Yeah, it's over. Four of Swords. Paid somebody to finish somebody else. Nine of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles was paid to finish the Nine of Pentacles. Take him out. Get him out of the way. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. An injustice. Or a new beginning. An injustice. For a partnership. So a King of Pentacles and a King of Wands are working together. King of Pentacles and King of Wands are working together to cause an ending for somebody else. So they're realizing this is not been such a good idea. Four of Guns. Six of Guns, the Six of Swords. Yeah, so now they're moving to calmer waters, or they want to. It's over. So this is the covenant over. Done. They're finished. Queen of Wands in reverse at the bottom. Queen of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Wands in reverse, I'm seeing that as like this princess, yeah, suck it up, princess. Working. But they're working on themselves. Someone trying to move to calmer waters, Six of Swords. It's true, that's what they said. God said it. Holy Spirit says this is the truth. And here's the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is exposing this truth. Wow. Wheel of Fortune. Moving on. The Wheel of Fortune is moving forward for the Queen of Swords. Moving to calmer waters. Independent. Independent and prosperous. Queen of Swords, Queen of Guns. Show me the Queen of Guns, Holy Spirit. What's she doing? She wounded warrior. This is a wounded warrior exposing this shit. Seven of Discs. This bad investment has been exposed by the Queen of Swords. That's the truth. What's going to happen here to the King of Wands in reverse? King of Wands is on to hold back money. Or is it Virgo? Tight. Holding back. Someone having to hold back. Hold back. King of Pentacles. Family in reverse. That's the Coven in reverse. So this person, so the King of Wands in reverse, is holding back from the King of Pentacles. It's ending the relationship. Or the, like the partnership. Turn this person on in reverse. They're weak. This Coven's weak now. Leo. Oh, I said that before. It's the King of Wands in reverse. Strength in reverse. Looking at options. Illusions. I'm not sure if that came out in reverse or not. Yeah, reverse. So the illusions are being unillusioned, exposed, and they're weak. Their organisation is weak now, like, because their weaknesses have been exposed, paying people to do shit. For their own benefit. What were the weaknesses, Holy Spirit? What were the weaknesses? Six of Probes. This is like, lots of interactions with, lots of people. So it's those fuck fairies over there. To get the accolades, get the, look like there's something they're not. The weaknesses, being in the limelight and, wanting to be the centre of attention, and, because she's wearing her 6 wands on her head there. It looks fucking mad, right? Penises all over her head. Like, how many penises they got? Like, she's like going, look how many penises I got. Been exposed anyway. Someone's been a root rat, basically. Shit. And this King of Wands is painful. Trucking their way to the top. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Someone's walking away from these bad habits. So the bad habits need to be exposed and brought out into the open, and so that then, people can receive their karma and heal from all this shit. This has been going on through generations. This is generational curses. Everybody walking around thinking about their own been programmed to think that this is the way to go. I mean, like when I'm looking at that now, and I'm looking at like like a lot of our people that are on top there, like our musicians and stuff that have been promoted to, they're promoting a whole lot of sort of really unsavory sort of behaviours, and it's all about sex and fucking and money, having the gold jewelry and doing the tweaking and all that. How many penises I've got on my head, that. Everybody, these people need to be. But see, all the young people have been programmed for that, right? And so this what needs to be exposed. That this is damaging our society big time. This is demonic energies, passing around more demonic energies and making people very vulnerable and open to demonic possession, basically. And taking on that energy of whatever they can get, and being attached to these entities, these organizations. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Yeah, it's that's the magic. That's the sin. The demonic musicians, Retrieve your soul. Release the guilt, though, because this is what the program's been for a very, very long time, and it's nobody's fault here. Well, but it needs to be hit. It needs to be stopped. These are the arsehole ancestry curses. I was talking about it before. Like when people first settled here, and they like going back to like Vikings, even the rape and pillage thing. The rape and pillage thing, like, is the curse. The raping, the sodomy, and all that sort of stuff is to make people feel shame, and therefore having to work for the organisation. Like having to be part of the group, like because of shame and the fear of being exposed. It's a tactic that's gone back for centuries and centuries and centuries. So, anyway, I don't know what else I can say about this at the moment. I mean, we'll keep talking about the same shit over and over and over again, and until people realise that they need to heal themselves, they need to go into the hermit, alright? Release the guilt. The guilt is damaging, and clean themselves up and retrieve your soul, what you actually really like. You know, like if you're fearful of being exposed for whatever, just say straight up, this is what's happened, because, you know, a lot of us have been brought up in this and have had no control over our lives since we were little children. So that's not anything to be guilty about, because it's part of the programming, but we need to, which has become a curse. It's a generational curse, as we're talking about arsehole ancestors there. It's a generational curse that needs to be stopped and healed, and it involves all these covens, you know, that are promoting this lifestyle of destruction for our young people in general. And the services and the organisations that are involved, that are supposed to actually be there to help these people, you know, correctional services and, you know, mental health and all these services are actually not, they're actually just cashing in on this problem, you know. It is a problem. So as individuals, we can go into our hermit and we can go and retrieve our souls, and you know, time to calm the chaos and walk away from these fuckberries. Okay? Go and be in hermit for a while. Go and be celibate. You know, get to enjoy yourself on your own, without having to rely on the groups. Go and heal the cut foot and have a look at all those shadows that are lurking in the past and recognise them, so that you can say, okay, yeah, this, you go through your shadows and start recognising them and go, okay, well, that happened there, this happened there and there and there, whatever. Look at it and accept it, release it, and move on. It's a new world. We've got a new cycle. And stop masking with, you know, like we had the 8 of cups there, like walk away from the cups, the addictions, the masks, you know, that, you know, drugs, alcohol, whatever addictions we use to mask the past that we are guilty of or ashamed of. And the only way you can retrieve your soul is by, you know, like get rid of the mask, which is the addictions that stop you from looking at it, you know, like, you know, drugs and alcohol, for instance, so you don't have to think about it. You know, you can pass out or whatever, and instead of actually having to look at something and go, well, yeah, all right, I need to deal with that and change that behaviour or whatever. So one needs to be sober to be able to do that, and to retrieve the soul, and to remember actually what you feel in a reality, you know, in a sober way. Remember who you are. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and I will see you in the next read. I hope good luck on your healing journey, whoever you may be that may be watching. Okay, bye-bye.